Welcome to the Fortitude Colts podcast. I'm your host, Lam, and today we're going to talk about Week 2's matchup between the Colts and the Broncos. Week 15 rematch from last year that had playoff implication. The Colts should have won that game if it wasn't for Jonathan Taylor's fumble and bad quarterback play from Anthony Richardson and that bad pick six from AD Mitch. I don't know what the heck that was. But anyways, this is 2025, Week 2, a 4 p.m. Eastern game. I'm very excited for this one. Yeah, I think this is another playoff implication match because we never know week 17 if we're close again, if we win this head to head, this is very important. And the Colts have the opportunity to go 2-0 for the first time since 2009, which is the year that the Colts went 14-0. They started off 14-0. They went to the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, that pick six from Peyton Manning I think it's the Saints that Tracy Porter. I think that's the name because that was a long time ago. I was a little kid. I think I was in fifth grade, so I don't remember that Super Bowl too much. But unfortunately, Colts fans don't want to remember that. And yeah. Anyways, the Broncos defeated the Titans 20-12 last week. Bo Nix did not look good. He threw for I think 140 yards. He threw the ball 40 times, so 25 out of 40. QBR of 26, which is not good, and 4.4 yards per pass attempt, which is god awful, which is disgusting. I know the Titans defense is pretty solid, but that is just not good, which gives me hope and confidence that Lou and Ruma will scheme things up like he did week 1 versus Tua. Bo Nix is just an up and down quarterback. He's not too special. He's nothing special in my opinion. I think he's just a average quarterback that looks good in a good scheme. Not knocking him down or anything. So I'm very confident in this matchup. We'll see if Charvarius Ward plays. I doubt that he plays. He did not practice today. So not a good sign for the Colts secondary, but Malachi Blackman will take a spot, I believe. And Malachi Blackman did take some snaps in week 1 against the Dolphins and looked pretty good out there. Xavier Howard looked pretty good, so I'm not too worried about the secondary. I'm kind of worried about the offensive line. The Broncos do have a good front, so Nick Benito, he's probably going to attack Bernard Ryman because Bernard Ryman didn't look that great in week 1, and he just got paid. So maybe it might be getting used to the reps because I know he didn't play the last preseason game where all the starters were out there. Not the last preseason, the second one. He didn't play, so he might be a little rusty. Let's just hope that's the case. So, because the Broncos' pass rush is pretty scary. I think they sacked Ward like 6 times. So, yeah, I don't want Daniel Jones being pressured. I know he looked good week 1, but this is week 2. Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator for the Broncos, may scheme something up for Daniel Jones. So we'll see how that goes. Uh, I'm not too worried about the offense because the offense is pretty stacked. Because Tyler Warren just makes me very confident in this offense, and Shane Steichen as a play caller gained confidence from last week. I know he's going to continue to uh, rely on Daniel Jones just to do the basic thing, the basic throws. Just that's all he did week 1. And I know we all went crazy. We're like, oh my gosh, like we haven't seen this. And says Philip Rivers, I know, but honestly, he didn't do anything special besides a couple of good, deep throws. And I know that's an indictment on Anthony Richardson because Anthony Richardson was really, really bad last year. But yeah, exciting matchup. Kevin Harlan is going to be calling, so we haven't had Kevin Harlan calling a Colts game since I think since 2022 against the Giants. And yeah, that was a game where was it Nick Foles? He got sacked and fumbled, and he got crushed. And not Tom Thibodeau, I think that's the name, Thibodeau. I don't know, I forgot his first name, but Thibodeau was doing the celebration, the little snow angels, while Nick Foles was laying there in pain. So that's the game where I remember the last time Kevin Harlan commentated. So that makes me very excited because I do care about the commentator who's commentating the game. And yeah, this matchup is very big because Colts haven't started 2-0 since 2009. What else? to talk about. Uh, yeah, this matchup is very, very big. Like I said, I keep saying that, but yeah, just very excited. I think the Colts will win this. I think it's gonna be, I'll say, medium score, not low scoring, not high scoring. I think it's gonna be about. I think Colts can score. I think 23 points, 23 to like 17. Uh, we'll see. Maybe the Broncos get shut out, not shut out, but shut down by Luan Rule's defense. I know Traverse Ward's absent will make a huge difference, and uh, they'll probably attack Xavier Howard, even though he looked pretty good week one, but he is 32 years old, and I feel like the Dolphins didn't really attack him, a lot, which is very shocking. Uh, so we'll see what the Broncos do if they're gonna attack Xavier Howard. So yeah, maybe the run game. Maybe the run game I'm worried about. We'll see, because the run defense wasn't that great. I think it chain averaged about 6, 7 yards per carry. I know he got a couple of those chunk runs and, and not crunch time. And what's it called? I don't even know how to. You know what I mean? The game was over. The game was over. Uh, just anyone in the comments just put that word out. So yeah, but the run defense got to be tight, because I think that's what the Broncos are going to do, because I think they are afraid of Luan Rumo's secondary scheme and what he's going to do, and I don't think they have that much confidence in Bo Nix throwing the ball, 40 times or 30 plus times. So I think the Broncos are going to try to be run heavy. They know the Colts like playing nickel dime a lot, so I think they're gonna try to run the ball early on and try to establish the play action and deep shots against Xavier Howard. So that's my only concern. I think Latu was on an injury report. I'm not sure if he practiced. I didn't check. I just know Ward missed 2 days in a row. I think Latu is going to play. Shouldn't be too concerning. Only those two guys are on the injury report, so not too worried about this matchup. I don't know if people are scared of Denver Broncos. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Bo Nix at all. I don't get the hype of that quarterback. Sean Payton does make people look good. He saved Drew Brees' career, but Bo Nix is not Drew Brees. I don't think he's anywhere near his talent. He does have a good arm, but he's still, rattled. When he gets rattled, it is cooked. It is cooked for him. The Colts picked him off 3 times last year, and we still lost that game by, I think, by multiple scores. That's how bad Anthony Richardson and that fumble from JT last year, cost us the game. Uh, if Schrader continues to, make his field goals, we'll be straight. Offensive line got to continue to protect Daniel Jones, make him feel comfortable in that pocket, and keep feeding Tyler Warren. If he's not available, then Michael Pittman's going to be open, or Josh Jones. I think Josh Jones will have a big game, because he didn't have a good game. I think he only had 2 catches for 14 yards last week. We'll see. Alec Pierce will only have 1 catch for 36 yards. I think we're going to see more deep shots, because Denver is pretty aggressive, so I think we're going to see some deep shots to Alec Pierce. So yeah, I think Jonathan Taylor is going to play as well. He was not on the injury report. I didn't see his name on it, despite him leaving early last week, because he had that neck injury and he felt awkward. And I put in there. I was at the bar. I was like, I think he's hurt, because it didn't look good. But I'm glad that he's good, because we need Jonathan Taylor out there. Again, it's looked good, and I expect him to, get some carries. I don't want Jonathan Taylor getting 25, 30 carries a game. I know we paid him, but we need him for, if we make the playoffs, we need him for the playoffs. And in the end of the season, if we're trying to, uh, obviously get in the playoffs, we need him, in December, November, December. That's where Jonathan Taylor goes off. That's his moment right there. So yeah, I think Colts will win 23 to. I'm gonna change it to 23 to 13. I can see the Broncos only getting 1 touchdown, because I don't think Xavier's Ward absent. I don't think it's gonna be that big, because of the quarterback we're playing. Uh, And I believe I just have a lot of confidence in Lou Anrumo's scheme and his game plan for Bo Nix because all I see is Denver trying to run the ball. And if they do get some success, then that's going to gain confidence for Sean Payne. That's going to gain a lot of confidence for Bo Nix, and he's that. And then as the game goes, that's when he's gonna rip apart the secondary. So uh, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, make sure you leave the 5-star review. And I'll be back on Sunday right after the game. Go Colts, baby. Let's do this.